Blossom Shop, and Clausen & Sons Construction.
Flory, deep three. Got it! Got it! Flory hits a 26-footer. Oh, my goodness.
The purple and gold are coming your way. The Watertown Arrows are going to do it today.
Now let's head to the court for all the action on Watertown Radio Sports.
From the Watertown Arena, it is a non-conference matchup here tonight between the Sioux Falls O'Gorman Knights and the Watertown Arrows. Good evening from the Watertown Arena. This is the Fisher Rounds and Associates pregame show on KWAT's coverage of Watertown Arrow basketball. Both of these teams played last night. O'Gorman coming up short against Roosevelt. The Arrows playing a good first half against Lincoln, but the second half, nothing would go, and they lost to Lincoln last night. Coach's comments are brought to you by the South Dakota Division of Consumer Protection. Had a chance to talk with Watertown head coach Zach Weavick. Coach, Sioux Falls O'Gorman here tonight. We know that's another really good team.
Yeah, they are extremely good. You know, they had a really good battle last night with Sioux Falls Roosevelt. You know, those are two really, really good teams that battled it out. They fell just a little bit short, and, you know, I know they were pretty unhappy with how they played last night, so I'm sure we're going to see their very, very best here tonight. But, you know, they have a lot. You know, they returned about 3-4 guys off of their runner-up team last year, and, you know, they returned some size and two really good players in Okoye and Jack Cartwright. And so, yeah, we're going to have to play, you know, a really good basketball game.
Size, they've got a lot of it.
Yeah, you look down the board, you know, it's funny, you go through their roster, it's 6'6", 6'6", 6'5", 6'6", you know, and they run a lot of guys out there. You know, last night they played about 11 deep, and a lot of that's a lot of size as well. And so, yeah, we're going to have to do a really good job of, I know, using our athleticism to offset that size a little bit, do a much better job of limiting them to one opportunity, better than we did last night, and, you know, just, you know, try to do our best to expose their guards when they have the ball on the perimeter.
We did a pretty good job of that in the first half last night.
Yeah, you know, that's what I told our boys, you know, last night after the game. You know, if anything, we know in AA basketball, you know, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. And, you know, last night was game 1 of 20, and every game is just a situation to get us in the best possible scenario for that Sweet 16 game. And so, you know, I think we take lessons from every single game. Last night you take the lesson of, you know, that first half is a snapshot of where we can be and where we need to continue to grow from that first half, not so much the second half. And so, you know, I think we look at what we did well last night, and we build from it, and we hope to put a full 32 minutes together tonight.
So give me a couple of keys to beating a team like O'Gorman. Yeah,
you know, obviously it starts with, you know, for us, ball pressure on the perimeter, so we can keep the ball out of the perimeter or out of the interior as much as possible. But, you know, we're gonna have to knock down shots. And, you know, it's gonna be a big key for us all year this year. Is we're gonna have to be able to knock down shots. We're gonna have to be able to get out and go and find ways to get easy baskets in transition as well. And then just rebound. You know, I think any game for us this year is, you know, if we continue to give up second, third opportunities, we're going to have a hard time, you know, stopping teams and keeping up on the scoreboard with them as well, scoring the basketball with them. So, you know, I think if we can do those things, you know, it gives us a shot every single night.
Watertown head coach Zach Weavick on the pregame show. Coach's comments brought to you by South Dakota Division of Consumer Protection. This is the Fisher Rounds and Associates pregame show. We'll come back and hear from O'Gorman head coach Derek Roby. We'll do that in 2 minutes.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds and Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds and Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Before and after the game, make sure you stop into your Watertown Perkins. They're famous for breakfast, but you'll also love their lunches and dinners. Conveniently located at the corner of Highways 81 and 212. At Perkins, you'll find quality fresh food, freshly baked pies and muffins. And it's all in a clean, relaxing, and friendly atmosphere. So come on in and bring your appetite. Your Watertown Perkins will do the rest.
Dano's Marine in Watertown has the brand new line of 2020 Ranger boats powered by Mercury Outboards. Get in now and take a look at the amazing color combinations available for 2020 Ranger boats powered by Mercury Outboards. Stop in today for gift ideas and accessories for all occasions at Dano's Marine, located West Highway 212 in Watertown, South Dakota, or visit the web 24/7 at danosmarine.com. Get to Dano's Marine right now and see the new 2020 Ranger boats powered by Mercury Outboards today.
To achieve great things, it takes a great team. Attacker Plumbing and Heating Andor Incorporated, they have the get it done and then some team of talented, passionate people who will get the job done right. The service techs and those behind the scenes work together to provide top-notch service that you've come to expect from Tacker Plumbing and Heating Andor Incorporated for over 60 years. The business that service built.
Call on the business that service built. Call Tacker.
Welcome back to the Watertown Arena. It's a non-conference matchup here tonight between O'Gorman and Watertown. Our pregame show brought to you by Fisher Rounds and Associates. Coach's comments brought to you by the South Dakota Division of Consumer Protection. Had a chance to chat with Derek Roby, head coach at O'Gorman.
Coach, just tell me about your basketball team this year.
Well, I would like to think we're an experienced team, coming up just short of the state title a year ago, playing in the state championship. We returned 4 guys that were pretty instrumental. And with that being said, I'd like to say we're experienced, but last night it didn't really show. But we have, let me think here, we have 7 seniors that will definitely contribute. We have 8 juniors that, again, where they're in the mix, and we brought up 2 sophomores that are certainly showing some potential. So, we have 17 guys that are fighting and clawing and trying to get into the rotation. And like I said, we have a pretty good balance of an inside game as well as some perimeter guys, even though last night it didn't really show. But we actually do have some guys that are experienced around the perimeter and can shoot it in. So, we feel really good about our team, but we don't feel really good about our schedule, meaning, and I don't mean that to whine to anybody. Nobody's going to feel sorry for us, but our schedule is really, really tough. Obviously opening up last night against our rivals, and then, making the trip here tonight. Next week we have Lincoln and Sioux Falls Christian, and then right after Christmas we make the trip to Yankton on a weekend, and then we follow it up to either going, I can't remember if we go do Aberdeen or De Pere on a Tuesday, but one of them. So it's just a huge schedule. So we're going to battle that and hopefully get some guys in a rotation that can, get our rhythm down a little bit and move from there.
Give me some names, some of your key leaders.
Well, Okoye would be the one everybody notices. He's an all-state player, all-conference, and all-tournament team player a year ago. He had a really solid year for us. He's been a 4-year player for us, 3-year starter. Jack Cartwright, Jack started for us at the point last year, had a tremendous year within that run as well. We're counting on those 2 guys kind of leading the charge. Jack's kind of the coach on the floor, if you will. And then we have Zach Norton. A lot of people will remember his name just a couple weeks ago because of the state title football game and being the MVP. But Zach is a 3-year player for us. In fact, this would be his 3rd year starting for us too, off and on. So we have some experience with those 3 guys. We have some height with, like I said, Hayden Muirhead, Eddie Myler. Eddie played a lot of minutes for us a year ago. We're bringing in guys like Cole Hardy. Cole was kind of just a spot-up shooter for us a year ago. And then a lot of people will know the name Moffitt. A few years ago, we had Keaton Moffitt, who went on to become a standout at state as well. But now we have his little brother, Cade Moffitt. So, those are some of the guys we're counting on. Again, I'm leaving out a couple of the senior big guys, Webben and Cade McCuska. Those guys started last night, and I think they'll give us some strength down low. Not so much size, but some strength. So, I feel good about our guys. I think it's a team that can get up and down, but it can also be a team that can, run some sets and get some decent looks.
Well, and that's what I was wondering. How do you want to play? Do you want to play fast, or do you just night to night, depending on the opponent?
Well, we're still obviously experimenting, and then maybe that's what I do earlier in the year. That's kind of a drawback, win-loss rise, because, like I said, last year we were 0-2 to start the year. We were trying to figure out stuff, and, then we went on a pretty good run. run. And this year we could be 0-6 before we wake up if we don't come ready to play night in and night out. So we're a team that we're going to experiment. I think we could run. We're pretty athletic. We have some height that we could take advantage of down low, but there again, we're trying to maybe bring a Coy out around the perimeter a little bit more, and I don't know if that's to our advantage yet or not. Time will tell. I thought last night he didn't do a very good job of reading maybe mismatches and, trying to get himself on the block and try to get his momentum a little bit, but, we'll figure it out.
I talked to Coach Halseth from Lincoln last night about how many teams in the state are huge. There's giants in AA basketball this year.
Well, not only are there giants, but every team has like 2 all-state really good players. And I'm not just saying this. I've been at this a long time. And, I'll be honest with you, every year I kind of talk about how good the competition is, and some years I kind of
sandbag?
Well,
I'll say it for you.
I kind of fib a little bit talking about how I'm trying to keep it professional. But this year, it's for real. We got some teams out there. You look at the Brandon Valley. They have 2 really good players. Yankton has 2 really good players. Huron has 2 really good players. So does Mitchell. So do we. So does Roosevelt. Aberdeen. Absolutely. And you think these, not only are they really good players, they're potentially all-state players on each team. Stevens has a couple. I'm sure I'm leaving guys off because I'm just rattling through, but my gosh, is the talent level heavy throughout the whole conference, and that's why a team's going to have to be ready to play.
What's your team have to do well to win?
We just have to get into rhythm. We have to play our style of basketball. Again, maybe getting to the rim, hitting some big shots. Last night we only scored 7 points in the first quarter, and we didn't score in the first 6 minutes of the game. We just couldn't find a rhythm. We were taking poor shots. We were trying to knock down 20-footers, and our rule has always been, if you miss a couple, next one's a push. And we didn't do that last night. We kept shooting them and kept shooting them and kept shooting them. I'm thinking, come on, guys. Let's do our philosophy here. Let's, what's our culture? And, with that being said, we just have to do a better job of shot selection, running our stuff, trying to get to the free throw line, and just staying out of foul trouble.
Derek Roby, head coach of the Sioux Falls O'Gorman Knights. Coach's comments brought to you by the South Dakota Division of Consumer Protection. This is the Fisher Rounds and Associates pregame show. We'll take a time out. We'll come back with more in a minute.
Oh, honey, everything okay?
Oh, yeah. Oh, better than okay. You should have seen it. Stopped for gas, then I saw it. Hunting, fishing, deli, snacks, coffee, and I ate, and it was like they had everything I wanted.
Slow down, cowboy. Where is this place?
Oh, come on, I'll show you. It's amazing.
Lake Stock 20 has just about everything you need. Fuel, snacks, beverages, even breakfast made with real fresh eggs. Lake Stock 20, located on Highway 20 in Watertown.
Hi, this is Mandy from Kunkel Snyder Optometric. We're a full-scope eye clinic that offers eye exams for kids and adults of all ages. We have glasses that range from budget to name-brand designer. Our doctors fit a variety of contact lenses including astigmatism, bifocal, and even lenses for corneal disease and dry eye. They treat eye infections, pink eye, glaucoma, and even remove metal from the eye. We're here when you need us. We're open 5 days a week, have evening hours, and we're always accepting new patients. Call 882-4175 for an appointment or stop in and see us. We're on Highway 81 North in Watertown. Kunkel Snyder Optometric. Your family's eye care is our family business.
This is the Fisher Rounds and Associates pregame show. Our temperature of the game and weather update brought to you by Active Heating and Air Conditioning. I thought it was toasty in Lincoln's gym last night. It's not in the Watertown Arena. I see folks covered up with coats and trying to keep warm. It's a little chilly in here, but that's okay. The players, I'm guessing, enjoy that. Tonight we'll see an overnight low dipping below 0 once again. Could go to 8 below 0. Should warm up to the teens tomorrow in Watertown. Currently 1 degree above 0 in the city of Watertown. A little bit warmer to the south in Sioux Falls as their temperature is 7 above 0. Temperature of the game and weather brought to you by Active Heating and Air Conditioning. Lower level look brought to you by the Hometown Building Center. JV game, they played in the auxiliary gym next door today because they had an 8-team invitational wrestling tournament in the arena and didn't think they'd be able to get this gym ready for a 4 o'clock game, so they played next door. O'Gorman got off to a quick, big lead, but the Arrows were able to battle back. I chatted with Matty Kranz about that ball game.
Coach, JV game, slow start. They were big. They got a big lead, but your kids didn't quit.
Yeah, just an atrocious start. You're a little jet lagged maybe from yesterday, a little tired legs, but regardless, we dug ourselves a big hole early, and they shot the ball really well, and a tribute to them. But then, we kind of battled back and did some really good things. It was a team that, that I'll put my stamp on there. But we just, dig yourself too big a hole. It's hard to come back and against a really, really good physical team that executes. But I was happy with our effort.
Baby steps, one game at a time.
Yeah, like I told you last night. I mean, it's a growing. This is a team that is going to grow, and they're going to get better and better. And I always got to remind myself of that. And I'm maybe overcritical at times, but that's what coaches do, I guess. And they're coming. But it's a process that at the JV level, There's a big difference between from grade to grade. I have said that for years, and it's a physical game. And there's some really, really good players, and we have good players too, and we'll continue to get better. And tribute to these guys. I thought they took a step forward as far as competitively and just meeting the physicality of the JV game tonight.
But O'Gorman got the win in the JV game. Lower level look brought to you by the Hometown Building Center. We'll take a timeout, and we will continue with the Fisher Rounds and Associates pregame show. By the way, at halftime, we will hear from sophomore coach Pat McClemens and also the 9th grade level as well, and get updates for you on those games. O'Gorman won the sophomore game by a 52-35 margin. Mentioning that wrestling tournament today in the Watertown Arena, second straight week that the Arrows have won their 8-team invitational, and they did so today, beating West Central, Canby, Madison, and then Vermilion in the finals to win that wrestling tournament this afternoon. This is the Fisher Rounds and Associates pregame show. I want to remind you, each and every time the Arrows score a 3-point basket, you call 886-8444. Get your name registered. You could be a lucky winner of a Dutch Boy soft cloth car wash. 886-8444 for 3-point baskets made by the Watertown Arrows. We'll take a timeout. We're getting close to the national anthem and the introduction of the starting lineups. You're listening to the Fisher Rounds and Associates pregame show. We'll come back in 1 minute.
This is Casey from Stony Brook Suites Assisted Living, where we offer the best of both worlds. As much independence as you want with the security that we are staffed around the clock 24/7. Our mission is to help our residents live more active, independent lives. We currently have a physical therapist and restorative therapist as only part of the wide range of amenities we have to offer. Stop in today and see how Stony Brook Suites Assisted Living can offer peace of mind for you and your loved ones.
Life is sweet in Stony Brook Suites.
Time for a kitchen or bathroom remodel? Walk into Hometown and you can step into many different kitchens and bathrooms set up right on our showroom floor. You can see and feel exactly how your new kitchen or bathroom would look. Our staff at Hometown can help you choose the right cabinets, countertops, lighting, and hardware for your project. If it's time for a new kitchen or bathroom, make Hometown Building Center's showroom your first stop. Hometown Building Center on South Highway 20 in Watertown.
Want to remind you, live audio and video stream on our website at gowatertown.net. Gowatertown.net for the live audio and video stream, brought to you by Sharp Automotive. Let's join PA announcer Mark Panic.
Tonight we are pleased to welcome our guest players, coaches, and fans to Sioux Falls O'Gorman Knights. This contest is sanctioned by the Central High School Activities Association for the Enjoyment and Educational Effort of high school students. Good sportsmanship is essential to the necessities for practice. Remember, we do not have to be an athlete in every sport. Tonight's officials are Mike Muller, Jason Selchuk, and Ryan Rankin. Please remain standing. Join us in honor of playing for our national anthem. Tonight, the anthem will be played by Watertown Senior High School band under the direction of Jack Stacy. To show the proper respect to the flag, our movie will count around and stand in attention for parade and wearing armor. Veterans and active duty military personnel not in uniform, they salute the flag.
Starting lineups brought to you by Glacial Lakes Orthopedics.
Now to the Arrow cheerleaders, Gracie Brandon, Rachel Holt, C. Brandon, Madison Pickle, Casey Pickle, Tia Holmes, Brooke Mann, Shelby Eastman, and Sarah Cruz. Our bachelor coach is Mallory Montgomery. Our team tonight starting on first of all for the visitors on the scoreboard, they were recorded tonight. Starting at quarter, 6 number 3, Atoy. At guard, 6'4", number 10, Shannon Cartwright. At guard, 5'11", senior number 14, Zach Norton. At forward, 6'2", senior number 23, Joel Webber. And at forward, 6'6", junior number 33, Urban. Assistant coaches are Tim Wheatlock, PJ Beck, Zach Bowles, and Jameson. Trey Bird, head coach of the Orlando Knights is Derek Roby. Now for your purple and gold and Watertown Arrows starting lineup. At guard, 63 junior Vernon Cole, Dawson Schmidt. At guard, 60 senior Vernon 10, Elton Faulkner. At guard, 60 senior Vernon 12, Cooper Langston. At forward, 61 senior Vernon 14, Brandon Smith. And our 5'1" senior number 24, Mason Morris.
Watertown head coach is Zach Weavick, assisted by Matty Kranz, Pat McClemens, Blake Heiser, and Garrett Priest. Starting lineups brought to you by Glacial Lakes Orthopedics. And we're set for basketball here tonight. Get a reminder, live audio and video stream on our website at gowatertown.net. gowatertown.net. Find the Arrow video there, and you can watch and listen to the ball game at gowatertown.net. Set to go. Jumping center, Hayden Muirhead, 6'6" junior against Mason Morris, 5'11" senior. And we're set to go. Official steps in the circle, and the ball is in the air, tap controlled by O'Gorman. Webben leaves it back into the hands of Cartwright, left wing to Norton. Norton, baseline drive, looks inside, curls, gives to Okoye way outside. Top of the key to Jack Cartwright. Cartwright with two high posts, goes right side to Webben. Webben tried to go inside with it, knocked out of bounds. It'll be basketball to O'Gorman. They'll inbound right to their own basket on the baseline. It'll be Webben to inbound it. Jonah Webben to toss it in. He'll lob it into Okoye, right of the lane. Backs down Dawson Schmidt. A little jump hooks up and in by Okoye. 2-0 O'Gorman. Evan Faulkner down the left side to Dawson Schmidt. Schmidt forecourt for the Arrows. Top of the key. Defended by Okoye. Right wing to Mason Morris. Top of the key to Dawson. Left baseline intended for Faulkner. Knocked out of bounds by Okoye. Arrows will inbound left sideline, 15 feet above the baseline. Cooper Heiser to put it in play. Arrows not moving much, comes into Dawson Schmidt. Schmidt on the left wing, man D by O'Gorman. Dawson bounces to Cooper on the left wing, way outside. Cooper looks inside at Cutters, top of the key to Dawson. Dawson off a high pick, goes baseline drive, bounces it nicely to Mason Morris, and Mason draws the foul. He'll go to the line for two. Good penetration by Dawson Schmidt. Nice kickoff as well. Hayden Muirhead gets called for the foul, his first, team number 1 against O'Gorman. The Arrows got to the free throw line 23 times against Lincoln last night. 19 of their 37 points came from the free throw line. First one no good by Mason Morris. 2-0 O'Gorman, 55 seconds into this ball game tonight. Mason with a second try coming. Sends that one up, and it does go in. 2-1. Arrows put on a little full court pressure here. 1-2-1-1. 1-2-1-1. Norton against it, lobs it ahead to Okoye. Okoye, here's a 3-on-2 break. His pass tipped away, out of bounds, last touch by the Arrows. O'Gorman will inbound it right of their own basket on the baseline. Once again, it'll be Jonah Webben to do so. Stack on the right side of the lane for the Knights. Webben looks in, comes to Norton, right wing beyond 3. Norton out front with the basketball, left side of the key to Webben. Okoye left wing, drives on Dawson, goes strong to the hole, missed it, good follow, doesn't go. Rebound tapped around and controlled by the Arrows. Bodies on the floor, pile up, and they're going to call a jump ball. So Okoye missed the first shot. Hayden Muirhead missed the follow-up, and then a jump ball called, and the Arrows will take a timeout. 2-1 in favor of O'Gorman. We'll come back with more coverage from the arena in 30 seconds.
Dutch Boy Softcloth Car Wash in Watertown has an excellent stocking stuffer. It's the Dutch Boy Softcloth Car Wash gift certificate. Buy one or a book of 4 for $10. There's gas and diesel cards as well, and gift certificates never expire. Happy holidays from Dutch Boy.
Clean up your act. Do it today. Do it the Dutch Boy Car Wash way.
Arrows will play it in after the held ball as Cooper Heiser gets it into Dawson Schmidt. Dawson defended by Okoye. A little full court pressure by the Knights. Dawson walks it to the midcourt stripe, gives right wing to Evan Faulkner. Evan, top of the key with it to Brandon Smith. Smith hands it off to Cooper Heiser, back to Brandon. Brandon hands it off to Dawson Schmidt. Baseline drive, hook pass in the lane to Cooper. Left baseline, Mason for 3, got it. Mason Morris hits the 3, 8-8-6-8-4-4-4. Arrows with a little 1-2-2 pressure. Norton gets it ahead to Cartwright. Cartwright cross court to Okoye. Left wing Norton open for a 3-point set shot. Doesn't go. Rebound tapped around, controlled by the Arrows. Faulkner heads to the north end. Evan on the dribble. Goes on the drive to the glass. Draws contact. Layup good. Arrows lead 6-2. Cartwright against some pressure. Gets it off to Norton. Still in the backcourt. Norton lobs to Cartwright across the timeline. Jack on the dribble. Right wing beyond 3. Man D by Watertown. Jump pass to Norton, left wing. Top of the key to Cartwright. Webben on the right wing with it. Top of the circle, the post. Left wing it goes. Cartwright open for 3, nails it. Jack Cartwright hits the 3, makes it a 6-5 Arrow lead. Evan Faulkner across the timeline. Faulkner dribbles the ball left wing to Dawson Schmidt. Dawson holds the ball out front to Evan. Arrows run their offense very meticulously. Evan on the right wing on the dribble. Got to do something. Everybody's standing all of a sudden. Evan going to get close to a 5. Picks up his dribble. Got it off to Brandon Smith. Shot clock at 10. Brandon pull up 10-footer off the rim. No good. Rebounded by the Knights. They break out with Cartwright. Cartwright down the right side to Norton. Norton down the lane. Hook pass to Okoye. 17-footers and air ball. Off Brandon Smith, though, on the rebound. Basketball remains in the possession of the Knights. Jack Ferguson in for the Arrows. Wyatt Burner in for Watertown. For the O'Gorman Knights, they bring in Cade Makuska, 6'5 senior. Basketball will be tossed in by the Knights on the left sideline. Jonah Webben to put it in play. Webben looks in, gets it into Cartwright. Cartwright with the basketball. Also in the game for the Knights, no, I guess nobody else came in. Cartwright with it way out front. Picks up his dribble, jumps it to Norton, way outside right side. Cartwright top of the key to Webben on the left wing. Webben, top of the circle it goes. Left baseline Norton, wide open 3-point set shot. Doesn't go. Okoye high for the rebound, though. He stops, turns, gives to Norton on the drive. Nice kick to Webben. Webben in the lane with a left-hand jump hook, and that does go in. 7-6 Knights halfway through the first quarter. Evan Faulkner across the timeline. Right wing pass to Dawson Schmidt. Schmidt waits for Jack Ferguson's pick. Goes baseline, runs into Okoye. Picks up his dribble. Bounce pass inside. Nicely done. Werner missed the lay-in. Ferguson got the rebound. Foul going to be called against the O'Gorman Knights. See who that is against. It's going to go on Cade Makuska, his first, team second. Into the game for the O'Gorman Knights comes Cade Moffitt replacing Norton. Arrows will inbound right of their own basket on the baseline. Got to move. Werner in the right corner. Werner holds the ball. Burner, I should say. What am I saying here? Wyatt Burner, left wing to Dawson Schmidt. Schmidt picks up his dribble, bounces it in the lane. Nice back cut and lay in by Brandon Smith. Arrows lead 8-7. Cartwright against full court pressure to Okoye down the left sideline to Moffitt. Left baseline with it is Makuska to Moffitt on the left wing. Top of the key, Webben on the right baseline. Webben hands it off to Cartwright. He'll jump from 15, come up short. Rebound, hit the top of the pipe. That should have been a violation as the ball hit the top of the pipe and it went through, so it's going to be a basket for Cartwright, but it should have been a violation as none of the three officials saw that ball hit the rim, bounce on the pipe above the basket, and go in. Dawson Schmidt, right side of the top of the key. Deep three by Dawson, no good, but he's fouled by Okoye, and Dawson Schmidt will get 3 free throws here. 9-8 O'Gorman, 2:56 to go in the first quarter of play. Cooper Heiser coming in, as will Mason Morris. 3 free throws here for Dawson Schmidt on the north end. Dawson's first free throw is off the right side, no good. I could see it as soon as it left his hand. You could see it go off to the right. Second one coming here for Dawson Schmidt. Sends that one up, looks good, and is good. Okoye goes out, and to replace Okoye is Muirhead. Also into the game is Cole Hardy for the O'Gorman Knights. 9-9 score, 2:56 to go first quarter. Dawson Schmidt. Third free throw attempt on the north end. Sends that one up, and it's off. No good. Rebound to Muirhead. Gives off to Cartwright. Cartwright down the right side, forecourt. Cartwright way outside, goes baseline drive. Hook pass, cross court on the baseline. Around the horn, left wing. With it is Moffitt. Moffitt had a shot rejected by Dawson Schmidt. Second try draws the foul on Brandon Smith. For Brandon, number 1, team 1 on Watertown. Cade Moffitt will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Had his first shot rejected, but did a good job of sticking with it and drew the foul. Zach Weavick talking to the coach, or to the official, about that ball that hit the support up there. It definitely did. And I suppose I have a good view of it up here in my broadcast facility. But that ball hit the rim by Cartwright. It bounced up. It hit the black support, which that's a violation. The play should have been stopped at that point, but nobody saw it, and it went through the hoop. Another free throw here by O'Gorman does not go through. Moffitt missed it. Jack Ferguson with the rebound. Dawson Schmidt will advance it. 9-9 tie, 2.5 to go first quarter. Wyatt Burner with the basketball out front. Wyatt, top of the key to Cooper. Left wing to Dawson. Pull up. Goes free throw line to Ferguson. Left wing to Heiser. Heiser down the lane. Scoop shot is in there. Good drive by Cooper. Makes it 11-9 Arrows first quarter. Cartwright lobs it ahead. Got it across to Moffitt. Moffitt to Cartwright on the right wing. Cartwright jumps the 3. Hits the 3. He is a smooth player. 3 for 3 from the field. He's got 8 points. It's 12-11. Pass inside to Ferguson. Ferguson goes up and scores the lay-in. Nice assist that time by Dawson Schmidt. 13-12 Arrows. Cartwright against the pressure. Cross the court, but thrown out of bounds off the noggin of a spectator sitting on the sideline as that ball tossed away by Cole Hardy. Norton comes in the game. Hardy goes out. Evan Faulkner in. Dawson Schmidt gets his first breather. Arrows will play it in. Cooper Heiser will toss the ball in and does so. Cooper gets it to Evan Faulkner. Evan across the timeline with the dribble. Evan drifts off on the left wing. Evan, good defense on him, dribbling too much. Arrows got to move. Cooper Heiser, right wing to Mason Morris. Morris off the high pick. Mason, top of the key to Ferguson, left wing to Burner. Wyatt off Ferguson's pick, top of the key, gives to Heiser. Shot clock at 10. Evan Faulkner gives to Heiser deep in the right corner. Cooper on the drive, stops, steps, kicks it out, knocked out of bounds. Arrows have 3 seconds to shoot. Arrows will inbound the ball right of their own basket on the baseline. It'll be Evan Faulkner to put the ball in play. Evan looks in, bounces it underneath, but taken away by O'Gorman. First turnover by the Arrows. Lead pass to Norton. Can't get the layup to go, but draws the foul on Wyatt Burner. Burner gets his first. Norton will go to the line for 2. 13-12 in favor of Watertown. 1:05 to go in the first quarter. Norton's free throw no good. Okoye back in. Mirrorhead goes out. Brandon Smith in and Dawson Schmidt in. Ferguson and Burner go out. Also in the ball game for the Knights comes Ben Renshaw, 5'10 junior. 13-12 in favor of Watertown. 1:05 to go here in quarter number 1. Norton's second free throw is good, ties the ball game. 13-all. Evan Faulkner will advance the ball against defense man-to-man of the Knights. Right wing to Dawson Schmidt. Dawson, top of the key to Brandon Smith. Brandon holds the ball. Weave goes around him. Hands it off to Cooper. Nearly lost it. Cooper got it back. Gives it to Brandon way outside right side. Crossover to the glass. Layup too strong, though. Rebound taken down by the Knights. On the run, Okoye gets it to Norton. Norton tried to hand it off. Did so. Ball batted around, and a foul going to be called. As going up strong with it was Eddie Myler, and Myler will go to the free throw line, and he will be there for 2. Dawson Schmidt with the foul that time. Eddie Myler at the free throw line. He's got 2 coming. First one as he bends the knees, sends that one on the way and off the rim, no good. Eddie Myler, a 6'6 junior. Webben back in the game. Okoye goes out. 13-13 our score first quarter. Free throw by Myler is on the way and no good. Rebound to Brandon Smith. Half minute to go. The Arrows can play it out. Take the last shot of the first quarter. Dawson Schmidt will bring it across the 10-second line. Dawson on the dribble out front. Gives it to Evan Faulkner. Shut down to 20 on the shot clock. Dawson on the dribble way outside left side. Down to 15. Dawson on the dribble way outside left side. Down to 10. Works off a double high pick. Wasn't set very good. Mason Morris, top of the key. Left wing to Smith. Brandon for 3, nails it. 8-8-6-8-4-4-4. Norton launches one long. Banks off. No good from over 3/4 of the length. End of 1. 16-13 Arrows. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Uptown Cleaners will simplify your life with their dry cleaning and laundry service for shirts, suits, dresses, coats, blankets, bedspreads, comforters, and more. With drive-up-to-the-door convenience and same-day service, along with text or email notification when your items are ready for pickup, Uptown Cleaners really does make life easier for you. Uptown Cleaners, 123 5th Street Southeast on Highway 81. Call 882-4041. Uptown Cleaners, proud supporter of Aero Sports.
Gather means to come together or assemble. Hey, this is your friend Angie from Gather. Whether it's friends talking over coffee, students reading while snacking and sipping smoothies, or business people brainstorming over muffins and lattes, Gather Coffee Eats and Gifts in downtown Watertown brings people together. Come in, sit, and enjoy our spacious coffee shop with free Wi-Fi and friendly baristas that will exceed your expectations. Gather, 122 East Kemp Avenue in downtown Watertown.
In that quarter, O'Gorman 3 of 12 from the field, 1 of 6 from the line, no turnovers. The Arrows were 6 of 9 from the field, 2 of 5 from the line, 1 turnover in that first quarter. 16-13, Arrows on top as we start the second quarter of play. Dawson Schmidt back court with the basketball. He'll dribble it across the timeline. Gives right wing to Mason Morris. Back to Dawson, top of the key. Arrows got to set better picks. Cooper Heiser, right wing. On the drive, he's fouled by Norton. Zach Norton gets his first, team number 4 on O'Gorman. The Arrows got to do a better job of setting picks, and the offensive player has to do a better job of running their man off the picks to get open. Mason Morris, right side of the key. The pick was there, but you got to run tight to the pick. Brandon Smith, left wing to Mason, beyond 3. Top of the key to Evan. Evan holds the ball. Evan gives right side of the top of the key to Brandon. Top of the key to Dawson. Dawson on the drive. Stops free throw line. Bounces in the lane to Cooper. His little quick jumpers up and in. Heiser with 4. Arrows lead 18-13. Cartwright across the timeline against Mandy. Cartwright on the dribble. Hands to Okoye. Okoye on the right wing. Okoye pull-up jumper 17. No good. Rebound comes out high, though, to Muirhead. Gets it back to Okoye. Top of the key, it goes to Norton. Lob inside to Webben. Webben stops, steps, hook pass, shot is no good. Okoye rebounds and lays it in. Okoye with the offensive rebound and put back. 18-15 in favor of Watertown. Evan Faulkner way outside, right side of the top of the key. Evan on the dribble. Evan to the free throw line. Evan steps in the lane, jumps it off the glass and in. Evan Faulkner's got 4. Arrows lead 20-15. Cartwright across the timeline, right-hand dribble way outside, right side. Cartwright works off an Okoye pick. Arrows switch it. Right wing pass to Norton. Norton looks inside for Okoye, gives to Webben, lobs for Okoye. Jumper rejected by Dawson Schmidt. O'Gorman will inbound right of their own basket on the baseline. Ferguson in the game. Webben will inbound it right of his own basket on the baseline. Jonah gets the ball, looks in, comes into Norton, right wing, step back 3 is no good. Rebound battle for, whistle, and a foul going to go on Mason Morris on the rebound. For Mason, his first, team number 4 on Watertown. It'll be a throw-in for O'Gorman. They'll do so left of their own basket on the baseline. Webben to put it in play. Webben looks for Okoye, not there. Gives to Norton, deep left corner. Drives baseline. Kicks it off, knocked away. Turnover number 1 on O'Gorman. Dawson Schmidt will advance the ball. Dawson, top of the key to Evan. Evan Faulkner holds it there between the circles. Norton on him defensively. Goes on the drive. Goes to the glass. Lost the ball. Got the ball back. Knocked to the floor. Laying on the floor. Threw the ball away. Turnover number 2 on Watertown. Back comes Cartwright. Cartwright to Okoye. Okoye traveled. Got away with the travel. Set shot for 3. No good on that one by Norton. Rebound to Evan Faulkner. Faulkner stops top of the key. Backs off. Arrows need to run their offense. 20-15 Watertown. 5.5 to go second quarter. Jack Ferguson, right side of the key, left side of the key to Dawson Schmidt. Schmidt goes to Cooper Heiser, way outside right side. Ferguson, left side of the lane. Jack holds the ball. Got to do something with it. Hands it off to Cooper. He gets inside, in traffic, in trouble, and throws it away. Turnover number 3. Norton on the drive to the basket. Throws one up wild. No good. Flying in was Muirhead, who couldn't get the putback. Arrows come up with the loose ball, and then Okoye is called for a blocking foul. It'll be his second, team number 5 on O'Gorman. Arrows bring in 3, the Knights bring in 2. 5:06 to go second quarter, 20-15 in favor of Watertown. Arrows will inbound in the left sideline, 19 feet above the baseline. Brandon Smith to put it in play. Tosses it out to Dawson Schmidt. Schmidt on the dribble, top of the circle. Stops there, gives to Ferguson, left low baseline. Jack, double team, looked like he traveled and got away with it. Kicks it right wing to Burner, top of the key to Dawson. Dawson, left side of the key to Smith, left baseline to Wyatt. Burner beyond 3, top of the key to Ferguson. Jack gives right wing to Dawson Schmidt. Baseline drive on Okoye, layup no good. Rebound taken down by the O'Gorman Knights. They break out with Cartwright. Cartwright leaves it off into the hands of Moffitt. His 15-foot jumper's an air ball out of bounds. It'll be basketball to the Watertown Arrows. 4:31 to go in the first half. 20-15 Watertown on top. Dawson Schmidt will advance the basketball. Walks it across the timeline against Mandy. Left wing pass to Cale Stevenson in the game now. Cale had his pass tipped, picked up by Ferguson, top of the key. Jack hands it off to Kale. Kale on the dribble outside. Right wing pass to Dawson beyond 3. Dawson tried to throw it to Smith on a cut that wasn't open. The Arrows turn it over for the 4th time. Cartwright, top of the key, drifts off right wing, looks inside for Muirhead, goes instead top of the key to Moffitt. Left baseline with it is Renshaw. Top of the key to Muirhead. Nice lob to Okoye. He lays it in. Good high-low execution by O'Gorman. 20-17 Arrows, 3:45 to go first half. Dawson Schmidt across the timeline. Timeout taken by Watertown. We'll take it as well. You're listening to the Arrows on KWAT. Back in 30 seconds.
Brian's Glass is a proud supporter of high school athletics and wishes all of the Watertown Arrows athletes good luck during the year. Brian's Glass can assist you with commercial and residential glass needs and is also able to assist you with your windshield needs. For all of your glass needs, contact Brian's Glass at 886-5328. That's Brian's Glass, 886-5328. And go Arrows.
Second time out of the ball game taken by Watertown. The Arrows leading by a score of 20-17 with 3:39 to go here in the first half of play. Last night at halftime against Lincoln, the Arrows led 37-28, but things went south fast in that second half. Evan Faulkner, top of the key. O'Gorman playing a zone. 2-3 zone by O'Gorman. Arrows have to adjust to this now. Wing pass to Stevenson, left side. Kale, top of the key to Faulkner. Burner, top of the key to Faulkner. Got to move, got to still set picks. Kale Stevenson's 3 is off the rim, no good. Rebound taken down by the Knights. They break out with Moffitt. Moffitt to Cartwright, right wing. Cartwright goes top of the key to Moffitt. Moffitt down low with it to Myler. Myler, good drop step. His hook shot too strong. Rebound, jump ball going to be called. On the alternating held ball, it'll be O'Gorman basketball. They'll inbound left of their basket on the baseline. It'll be Makuska to put it in play. Okoye coming in the game, and out will go Myler. Dawson Schmidt will come in the game, and out will go Kale Stevenson. Cade Makuska will inbound it. Cade looks in, comes into Cartwright left wing off a pick by Okoye. The Arrows switch it. Bounce pass left low block to Okoye. Left wing, long setter is in and out, no good. Rebound tapped around and grabbed by Brandon Smith. Renshaw missed the shot. Brandon pushes for the Arrows across the timeline to Evan Faulkner. O'Gorman back to a man D. Burner left side of the top of the key. Wyatt holds the ball, puts it on the floor off a Ferguson pick. Gives to Jack top of the key. Right wing it goes to Dawson Schmidt. Schmidt holds the ball, looks inside, nobody there. Now got it to Brandon Smith. He had it whacked away as he went up. Turnover number 5 on Watertown. Okoye got away with a travel, goes to the basket, had the ball blocked out of bounds. O'Gorman will inbound the basketball left of their own basket on the baseline. Cade Makuska to put it in play. The Arrows bring in 2 new bodies. O'Gorman brings in Cole Hardy. Cade Makuska will inbound the basketball left of his own basket on the baseline, lobs it into Okoye. Okoye drop step on Dawson. A little turnaround jump hook is no good. Rebounded Dawson Schmidt. Arrows lead is 20-17, 2:11 to go in the first half. Dawson, midcourt circle, front court, right wing to Mason Morris. Morris off a Brandon Smith pick, top of the key to Cooper, left wing to Dawson. Pull up 15-footer, way too hard. Rebound taken down by the Knights. They break out with Cartwright down the left side. Cartwright on the left wing, pull up 3, that's too hard. Rebound to Dawson Schmidt. Dawson will take it back the other way for the Arrows with 1:40 to go. Brandon Smith left side on the wing with a basketball. Brandon fires top of the key to Mason Morris, who's fouled by Cartwright. Cartwright gets his first 2, 4, 6 on the Knights. And the Arrows will inbound it on the right sideline, 25 feet above the baseline. Into the game comes Webben. Out of the game goes Okoye. Brandon Smith tosses it into Evan Faulkner. Faulkner, top of the circle, has a clear out. Goes on the drive, bump there. Top of the key to Heiser. Heiser back to Evan on the left wing. Evan on the cut to Mason Morris. He slipped down. Arrows turn it over for the 6th time. Cartwright across the timeline. Nearly lost it. Got it out front to Renshaw. Renshaw goes right wing to Cole Hardy. Hardy steps there. Lobs it. Top of the key to Cartwright. Wide open three. Does not go. Another rebound taken down by Dawson Schmidt. Ahead to Mason Morris. Morris right wing forecourt. Minute to go first half. Mason fires at top of the key to Evan Faulkner. Right wing to Cooper Heiser. Open, doesn't shoot the three. Drives instead, puts up a bit of a wild shot. Hustled after the ball and kept it alive. Nice job by Cooper. Cross court, Evan Faulkner fakes, sends the three up and puts it in. 8-8-6-8-4-4-4. Arrows lead 23-17, half minute to go. Cartwright across the timeline. Way outside right side to Cole Hardy. Hardy, top of the key. High-low lob for Webben. He lays it up and rolls it in. Jonah Webben off the high-low got the lay-in. 23-19 in favor of Watertown. 18 seconds to go in the half. Arrows will try for the final shot of the half. Dawson Schmidt way outside left side. Again, no, the picks are not good. Dawson's got to run them closer. Faulkner, three, good. Evan Faulkner nails 2 straight threes. 3 seconds. Hardy across the timeline. It'll count if it goes, and it does not. And we end the first half of play with the score, Watertown 26, O'Gorman 19. Let's take a 2-minute timeout.
Clausen & Sons Construction will have the same great service that you've come to expect. Ken, Chad, and Jeremy can help you with your residential, farm, and business construction. There's no job too big or too small. Whether it's clearing, grading, site preparation, gravel hauling, road rebuilding, or lagoons, they can get the job done. They sell gravel, crushed concrete, recycled asphalt, and landscape rock. Clausen & Sons Construction have appreciated your business and look forward to working with you. Call 882-3735 today. That's Clausen & Sons Construction in Watertown.
You get a call from the Social Security Administration saying your benefits will be canceled or suspended due to fraudulent activity. The scammer asks for personal information or funds by threatening that this is the only way they can quickly restore your Social Security number and benefits. Caller ID spoofing may make it seem like the call is legit, but Social Security Administration will not contact you in this manner. Do not press 1 to talk to an agent. Do not give out personal information. Do not send money. Just hang up. A message from the South Dakota Office of Attorney General, Division of Consumer Protection.
The holiday season is here, and it's a great time to take advantage of the Chevy employee discount for everyone. The Chevy price you pay is what we pay, not a cent more. That means amazing limited time offers on our award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers. The Chevy employee discount for everyone makes it easier than ever to become part of our family. And there's no better time than now to visit Sharp Automotive to take advantage of a deal like this. Happy holidays, and welcome to the family. Stop in today or shop online at SharpGM.com. Sharps. We make car buying easy.
This is the Dairy Queen halftime show. At halftime, Watertown leading Sioux Falls O'Gorman by a score of 26-19. Statistics brought to you by Pregame Insurance. For O'Gorman, they were 3 of 12 in the first quarter, 3 of 18 in the second. That is 6 of 30 at halftime for the Knights. They have 2 3-point baskets made. They got to the free throw line 6 times and made 1 of those and turned it over once in the first half. For the Arrows, they were 6 of 9 first quarter, 4 of 8 in the second quarter. That is 10 of 17 at halftime for Watertown, and they have 4 3-pointers made. The Arrows got to the free throw line 5 times and made 2 of those, and the Arrows turned it over 6 times in that first half of play. Watertown 26, O'Gorman 19 at halftime. This is the Dairy Queen halftime show. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and talk lower level games in 1 minute.
This is Dustin with Active Heating. Participation in extracurricular activities helps develop the skills necessary for tomorrow's leaders. Active Heating is always striving to be the best, just like the Arrows. Knowledge, trust, communication, and a relentless pursuit of a common goal are what make the Watertown Arrows and our team at Active Heating so great. Thanks, Arrows, for your hard work and determination, and for getting active in our school and community.
At Watertown Dental Care, dentistry isn't just a job, it's our passion. This is Dr. Darren Bach, and for over 15 years, my team of professionals and I have built our practice on trust, patient service, and exceptional dental care. We never forget you have a choice. Every decision we make, from expanded hours to convenient financial options, is done to make your patient experience both convenient and comfortable. We invite you to experience our personalized care and attention firsthand. Call today, 882-0747.
Giving you something to smile about. Watertown Dental Care.
Welcome back to the Watertown Arena. This is the Dairy Queen halftime show. Kyle Gall being honored at halftime here tonight for his service to Watertown Arrow basketball. Well, the lower level look brought to you by the Hometown Building Center. Garrett Priest joining me this evening to talk 9th grade. Let's talk A-game first of all. Garrett, how'd things go there?
Okay, well, it's their second game in a row. Last night we got down by about 20. Tonight, about the same thing. We were pretty competitive the whole game. We just ran out of steam towards the end. But we had a couple of leaders. Joe Decker had 18 points, and we had Dalton Baumberger and Jack Hesh. They both had 9. So, it's been a fast 2 weeks, and now we got these 2 games under our belt. Now we go back to work.
So did they make a step from last night to tonight, do you think?
They played better defense tonight, and better shot selection tonight as well. Last night they were trying to force the ball, and they just weren't playing good defense. We didn't play how we practiced. We practiced good all week. But then it didn't show in the game. So.
It's a little different going from 7th and 8th grade basketball up to kids that get a little stronger at the freshman level.
Just a little bit, which I'm excited about. And it's always a challenge when you start your season off with 2 games against Sioux Falls schools. We're proud of our boys. As far as the B-level guys go, last night we were down by 18 at halftime. We got within 7, and then they kind of ran out of steam a little bit and just started making mistakes. They got nervous. We ended up losing by 15. Today we were competitive the whole game. We ended up losing by only 5. We have a pretty solid post guy. His name's Connor Matthews. He had 18 points last night. He had 17 tonight. So he's kind of our go-to guy right now. But the other guys, a bunch of guys are stepping up, playing good defense, better shot selection, and, super duper proud of them.
All right, Garrett, appreciate you coming up and talking 9th grade basketball on our lower level look, brought to you by the Hometown Building Center. O'Gorman won the JV game as well. O'Gorman won the sophomore game by a score of 52-35. Joined by Pat McClemens and Coach, it was a struggle tonight again.
It was, got off to a good start. The biggest difficulty right now is back-to-back nights. They're not in very good shape. Came out first 4 minutes, gangbusters, go up 10-4, I think. And then we get tired. What was kind of frustrating is we did everything really well the fourth quarter except make baskets. I mean, we got about 3 or 4 stops in a row, and I had some pretty good looks, and I thought we had a good look at one where I think we'd cut it to maybe 11 and had a good look at a 3 in transition. If that goes in, then you get a little momentum. But, right now, I think we're doing some good things in regards to moving the ball. We share it pretty well at times. We've got to develop some stuff inside. From the standpoint of we don't have big physical post players, but you've got to be able to catch it, turn and face, and make a move. We're better. We've got to work on catching it and facing up. But overall, you go through the weekend, and I think we did a pretty good job of kids understanding what we need to do and what we need to get better at. We'll work on that this week.
Maddie and I talked that it's kind of baby steps at the JV level. Is that the same thing at the sophomore level?
because so many of the kids, Todd, are playing both. Which is a good thing. But the difficulty is, you play in a JV game that was physical game, and then you're coming over here, and that's going to take a little time to get used to. And we've got some kids that we're going to get back in and get rotating through, and they're going to make it a little deeper as well.
All right, thanks, Pat.
Thanks, Todd.
Watertown sophomore coach Pat McClemens. Lower level look brought to you by the Hometown Building Center. Scoring leaders for the Knights in that first half. Jack Cartwright had 8 points in the first half, 6 for Acoy, 2 points for Jonah Webben, and 1 for Zach Norton for their total of 19. For the Watertown, for the Watertown Arrows, they were led by Evan Faulkner with 10, 5 for Brandon Smith, Mason Morris, and Cooper Heiser each with 4, 2 for Jack Ferguson, and 1 for Dawson Schmidt. Second half comes your way in 1 minute.
This is Dr. Casey Johnson of Glacial Lakes Orthopedics in Watertown. My partners, Dr. Michael Venner and Dr. Jerry Reiber, and I would like to extend best wishes for safe and successful sports season for all of our area athletes. We are proud to continue to provide on the field and in the office sports medicine and orthopedic surgery services for all the Arrow and all Watertown area athletic programs. For an appointment today, call 882-2630 or go online and visit us at glaciallakes.orthopedics.com.
If all you want is a sip of water at the kitchen sink, any filter will do. I want better water in the laundry, better water in the bathroom, better water at every tap, in every room for everyone in my home, every time, everywhere I use water, every day. So I got a whole home filtration system from Culligan. Now I ask you, how long will it take for you to call the Culligan Man?
Hey, Culligan Man.
I'm Jason Hansen, your local Culligan Man in Watertown. Call us today at 886-4830.
Halftime show brought to you by Dairy Queen as we get set for the second half of action here tonight. Watertown 26, O'Gorman 19. Last night at halftime, the Arrows led 37-28 over Lincoln and got outscored in the second half 33-2. And tonight lead at halftime 26-19 over the O'Gorman Knights. See if they can extend this to the second half tonight. Next action for the boys will be next Friday night down at Harrisburg. I'll be there. The night before, the girls play at Harrisburg. I'll be there for that one as well. Set to go with the second half of play here. It'll be basketball to whom? The Watertown Arrows to start the second half. Brandon Smith will inbound the ball. Last night, Lincoln picked up their defense and pounded the ball inside against the Arrows in the second half. See what happens here in the second half of this one. Cooper Heiser with the basketball across the timeline. Left-hand dribble to the baseline. Nearly lost it. Picks it up. Now he's in trouble. Left side of the key to Evan Faulkner. Evan off a pick. Goes baseline. Spins. Gives to Cooper. Cooper dribbles to the corner. Nothing there. Threw it away. Loose ball. Jump ball. It'll be turnover number 7 on the Arrows. Cooper kept dribbling to the corner where there was nowhere to go. Nothing there. They're funneling you to the corner. They want you to go there. You got to not go where they want you to go. Ben Renshaw across the timeline. Left wing pass to Cartwright. Cartwright, top of the key, inside to Acoy. Left wing to Cartwright. Jump shot on the way and scored by Cartwright. That is a 3. He's got 11, makes it 26-22. Brandon Smith down low to Cooper on the baseline. Cooper out front to Evan Faulkner. Faulkner, left side, way outside to Cooper on the left wing. They're giving him baseline. That time he wisely did not take it. Brandon Smith hands it off to Cooper. He goes on the drive, tried to kick it on the baseline to Evan Faulkner. Knocked out of bounds by the defense. Arrows will throw it in on the right sideline. Brandon Smith will do it, and he'll do it 10 feet above the baseline. Brandon fires it into Evan Faulkner out front. Evan off a high pick by Heiser. Has a clear out left. Spins down the lane. Jumps one up off balance. Doesn't go, but draws the foul on Ben Renshaw. To the free throw line will go Evan Faulkner. He's got 10 points. He led the Arrows in scoring last night with 14. He's at the free throw line for 2 shots here. First one by Evan is up and in. It's 4 for 4 from the field, 2 threes, and 1 for 1 now from the free throw line. Second toss by Evan is on the way and rims in for him. He's got a dozen. 28-22 Watertown. Renshaw down the right side forecourt with the basketball. Top of the key, goes on the left wing to Cartwright. Lob down low, tipped by Cooper Heiser. Picked up, though, by Muirhead. Then Muirhead lost the ball. Pile up on the floor. 4 bodies down there. Jump ball will be basketball to the Watertown Arrows. Turnover number 2 on the Knights. Brandon Smith will inbound the ball. First, they're going to do a little cleanup here of some perspiration on the court. One of the assistant coaches for the Knights threw a towel to Cooper, and he cleaned it up. Brandon Smith to inbound the ball. 6.5 to go, third quarter. Arrows 28, O'Gorman 22. Dawson Schmidt works against Okoye. Man D by the Knights. Dawson, right wing pass to Evan Faulkner. Evan looks inside, nobody there. Evan goes back outside to Dawson. Dawson off a pick by Mason Morris, left wing. Dawson drives baseline, puts up an off-balance jumper, does not go. Rebound to the Knights. They break out with Cartwright. Left wing Renshaw, left baseline to Norton. Renshaw for 3 comes up short. Battle, Okoye wins that with the rebound. Norton's 3 doesn't go. Okoye gets another rebound. And play continues for the O'Gorman Knights. Nice drive by Norton down the right side of the lane, lays it in. 28-24, Arrows on top. Mason Morris on the left wing. There's a little kid on the side of the court. Somebody got to get him out of there. On the right side, parents pay a little closer attention. Brandon Smith tries to drive. Good D by Cartwright. Way outside right side to Faulkner. Faulkner on the left wing to Heiser. Long 3 by Cooper is no good. Rebound taken down by the Knights. They break out with Norton. Bounce pass to Okoye. He left it behind him, though. Loose ball picked up by Watertown. Third turnover on the Knights. Back comes Faulkner. Right wing to Dawson Schmidt. Dawson way outside right side. Gives on the cut to Brandon Smith. One dribble and spent it. Now he's in trouble. Needs help. Gives it to Dawson right wing. Top of the key to Evan. Left wing Mason for a 3 off the rim. Rebound to Okoye, and he got pushed in the back by Brandon Smith. Jack Ferguson in. Out goes Cooper Heiser, and Ben Renshaw will toss the ball in. 28-24 in favor of Watertown. Webben comes in. Muirhead goes out. 5:02 to go in the third quarter of play. Ben Renshaw will advance the basketball. 5'10 junior. Gives right wing to Norton. Norton looks for Okoye. Top of the key to Webben. High-low. This time Dawson Schmidt took it away. Turnover number 4 on the Knights. Evan Faulkner, left wing. Top of the key to Dawson. Arrows need to run some offense here now. Dawson, midcourt circle, front court. Gives right wing to Mason Morris. Morris, top of the key, threw it to Okoye. Okoye lays it up and in. Whoa, and then he hits the bleachers on the far end hard. Hopefully he's okay. Turnover number 8 on the Arrows. Brandon Smith with the left-hand layup, missed it. Out of bounds, last touch by the Arrows. So the Arrows start the third quarter 0 for 4. 28-26. Coach Roby wanted a foul when Okoye went in on that drive, but did not get the call. Webben will toss it in, does so to Cartwright. Cartwright works against Wyatt Burner. Cartwright on the right wing, bounces down low to Okoye. Drop step, turn, kicks it to nobody. Out of bounds, last touched by Okoye. 5 turnovers on the Knights, 4 in this quarter. So they've started with 4 turnovers. They're 2 for 5 from the field. The Arrows have started the quarter with 2 turnovers and 0 for 4. 28-26 Watertown. Evan Faulkner gives right wing to Dawson Schmidt. Dawson gets a pick from Ferguson. Tried to fire it inside. Wasn't there. Turnover number 9 on the Arrows. Okoye threw it away. Turnover number 6 on the Knights. Bounce pass off to Evan Faulkner. Evan left side of the top of the key. Stops, looks, gives to Cooper left corner. Drives on Norton. His shot no good, but a foul going to be called against Norton on the drive. For Norton, his second. To the free throw line goes Cooper Heiser. He'll be there for 2. 3:38 to go in the third quarter. Remember now, the Arrows did not score a field goal in the second half last night. They scored 2 free throws. Tonight they start 0 for 4 and 0 for 1 from the line in the third quarter. Into the game comes Cade Moffitt. Cooper with a second free throw try coming here. Sends that one up and hits it. Cooper's got 5, 29-26, Arrows on top. Cartwright on the right wing to Norton. Norton goes top of the key to Webben. Webben looks for Murhead, knocked away, picked up by Norton. Norton on the baseline, backs off. Right side of the key to Webben. Webben hands it off to Cartwright. Cartwright between the circles. Shot clock at 15. Cartwright on the dribble. Works on Wyatt Burner. Burner stops him. Left of the lane to Webben. Looks back door. Webben on the drive against Ferguson. Draws the foul on Jack. For Jack Ferguson, that is his first, team number 2. Jonah Webben will go to the line for 2 shots. 29-26 Arrows, 3:08 to go, third quarter. Webben's free throw is off the rim, no good. Knights are 1 for 7 from the free throw line in the ball game. The Arrows are, I've got it wrong, so I'll have to figure that out. Second free throw, no good by Webben as well, 29-26. High pick for Dawson Schmidt. Top of the key, gives to Cooper. Left wing to Evan Faulkner. Faulkner, top of the key to Ferguson. Jack right wing to Wyatt Burner. Burner drives baseline to no man's land. Got it to Heiser. Heiser got a push in the back and missed the lay-in. Back the other way comes Cartwright. Cartwright, right side of the top of the key with a basketball. Cartwright, top of the key to Norton. Left baseline all alone. Moffitt for 3, and he nails it. Cade Moffitt hits the 3, and we're tied at 29 apiece. Faulkner on the right wing to Dawson Schmidt. Top of the key to Ferguson. Jack holds the ball, puts it on the floor, gives it to Evan, right side of the key. Evan on the dribble, curls, almost threw it away, picked up by Heiser. Cooper then did throw it away, picked up by Jack Ferguson, though. Left baseline Burner for a quick 3. That's way short. Rebound taken down by the Knights. They can take the lead. Cartwright, right side of the top of the key, under 2 minutes to go. Top of the circle to Moffitt. Left wing to Norton. Timeout for O'Gorman. 1:52 to go here in the third quarter, tied at 29. Back in 1 minute.
High school athletics is a huge part of a community. I'm Dr. Ross Schulte, and the team at Family Dental Center would like to recognize and thank the athletes for their hard work and dedication.
And I'm Dr. Amy Schulte. The team at Watertown Family Eye Care is proud of our Arrow athletes. We wish them the best as they pursue their dreams on and off the field.
Family Dental Center.
And Watertown Family Eye Care, 2 great teams, 1 location, 22 19th Street Southeast in Watertown.
It's that time of year when gift cards are widely purchased. They're also being used for scams. Businesses, church members, consumers being asked to go out and purchase cards for a cause and then being asked for the verification number on the back. This is a scam. When buying gift cards for the holidays, check the back to make sure the ID is not visible. If it is, don't buy that card. If you have questions, contact the South Dakota Office of Attorney General, Division of Consumer Protection, 1-800-300-1986.
Timeout taken by O'Gorman, their first they've taken to the ball game. We are tied at 29, 1:52 to go in the third quarter of play. Knights will inbound the ball on the left sideline. And they will do so about 27 feet above the baseline. Okoye to put it in play. Okoye tosses it into Cartwright. Cartwright gives on the left wing to Moffitt. Moffitt goes top of the key to Murfield. He tried to go high-low and threw it away. Turnover number 7 against the Knights, and then Okoye commits a foul in the backcourt, his third. 29-29 our score. Into the game comes Mason Morris. We have 1:43 to go in the third quarter of play. Inbound to Mason. Mason will advance the ball for Watertown. Mason across the timeline. Fires it right side of the key to Dawson Schmidt. Dawson holds the ball there. Gives to Burner in the right corner. Wyatt holds the ball, gives on the cut to Dawson. Turn around, little jumpers up, doesn't go. Rebound Brandon Smith, but he pushed off to get it. Brandon gets his third personal foul. Arrows getting good shots, but in this third quarter, 2, 4, 6, 7, they're 0 for 7. Deja vu all over again. Cartwright to take the ball from Muirhead and takes it down court. Cartwright across the timeline to Muirhead on the right wing. Looks back door for Okoye. Not there. Top of the key. Moffitt. Deep three. Got it. Moffitt hits his second three of this quarter, and the Knights lead 32-29. Evan Faulkner on the drive. Had his shot blocked, but a foul going to be called, and he'll go to the line for 2. So the Arrows have been outscored 13-3 in this third quarter. Free throw by Evan is up and good. (32-30) in favor of O'Gorman. Second free throw doesn't go. Norton quickly down right side. Top of the key to Cartwright. Cartwright on the right wing. Looks inside. Goes top of the key to Muirhead. Muirhead on the drive. Runs over Dawson Schmidt. Offensive foul on Muirhead. From Muirhead, that'll be a foul number 2. And that is turnover number 8. Roby not happy about it at all. He thought his guy got fouled on the drive before he went down and committed the offensive foul. And he probably was right. Inbound to Cooper Heiser. Gives it back to Dawson Schmidt. Dawson works against Webben across the timeline. Dawson, top of the key, picks up his dribble, needs some help, goes baseline to Cooper, had the shot, didn't take it, and then tried a hard play and threw it away. Turnover number 10 on Watertown. Cartwright across the timeline. O'Gorman by 2, 32-30. Way outside with it is Norton. Norton gives it out front to Moffitt. Moffitt on the dribble. Moffitt gives right wing to Norton. Baseline on Faulkner. Stops, jumps, comes up short, but into the hands of Muirhead, and he missed a close-in shot. And the Arrows come up with the loose ball, and we end the third quarter of play. O'Gorman 32, Watertown 30. Fourth quarter in a minute.
The Christmas holiday brings thoughts of home and family. This is Andy, and at Crawford Ostis Funeral Chapel and Cremation Services, we wish you and your family a heartwarming holiday season. May your Christmas be bright with hope, and may the new year bring your family many blessings. Happy holidays from all of us at Crawford Ostis Funeral Chapel and Cremation Services. Crawford Ostis Funeral Chapel, where service and caring is our profession.
At Prairie Lakes, the collaboration and dedication of our talented team of healthcare professionals allows us to offer the specialty services of a major medical center while still providing personalized treatment right here at home. We are proud to be your regional leader, but more than that, we are proud to be your choice for quality healthcare. Prairie Lakes Healthcare System.
Your health, our mission.
Arrows led 16-13 at the end of one. They led 26-19 at halftime, and O'Gorman outscores the Arrows 13-4 in that quarter. Knights lead 32-30. Set to go with the fourth quarter and O'Gorman basketball. Hayden Muirhead will put it in play on the left side of the midcourt stripe, does so to Cartwright. Cartwright right wing to Norton. Norton top of the key to Muirhead. Setting up that high-low, gives to Cartwright left wing. Three is open, and he nails it. Jack Cartwright now with 14. He's got 4 threes in the game. Knights lead 35-30. Right wing, Evan Faulkner. Top of the key to Jack Ferguson. Left wing to Mason Morris. Top of the circle to Dawson Schmidt. Dawson left wing to Evan. Left baseline to Mason beyond 3. Nowhere to go on that baseline. He gets in trouble. Kicks it right wing to Dawson. On the drive. Is going to be fouled on the drive. Zach Norton gets called for the foul, his third. It'll be a throw-in for the Arrows left of their own basket on the baseline. Coming to Dawson Schmidt, left corner. Dawson left wing to Cooper, left baseline. Left wing it goes to Dawson. Schmidt holds the ball out there, now puts it on the floor. Picks up his dribble, way outside right side to Evan Faulkner. Faulkner top of the key to Ferguson. Ferguson to Cooper Heiser. Cooper wanted to drive, nothing there. Cooper goes on the drive, still nothing really there. Throws one up with the left hand high off the glass and in. Cooper's got 6, 35-32. Norton right wing forecourt for the Knights. Drives baseline. He runs into a defender, blocking foul on Jack Ferguson. Jack gets his second. Norton will go to the free throw line. He'll be there for 2. 6:48 to go in the game. 35-32. Knights on top. Norton for 2. First one is on the way and good. Into the game comes Brandon Smith. Jack Ferguson goes out. Another free throw here for Norton on the far end. Sends that one up and in. Norton now with 5 points. 37-32 in favor of O'Gorman. Evan Faulkner, right wing pass to Dawson Schmidt, way outside. Top of the key to Brandon Smith. Brandon holds the ball. Gives to Evan on the right wing beyond 3. Evan open. He'll launch a three-pointer and put it in there. Evan's perfect in the game. He's 5 for 5 with 3 threes. He leads the Arrows with 14 again tonight, 37-35. Okoye top of the key, left wing to Norton. Norton on the drive. Nice kick on the baseline, but Cooper took it away. Heiser gets it ahead to Mason Morris. Morris on the run. Top of the key to Dawson Schmidt to the basket. Drove through 3 and turned it over. Number 11 on the Arrows. Renshaw back the other way to Norton on the kick to Cartwright. Cartwright bumped, lays it in, and 1. Jack Cartwright now with 16 points to lead his team in scoring. The Arrows cannot afford to make mistakes and bad decisions every time they do, especially against really good teams like the Knights. It comes back to bite them, and it does in a 3-point play there. The Arrows had the game down to 2 and had the ball, but they tried to force things instead of letting their offense get them the shot. Turned it over, and it leads to a 3-point play for the Knights, who lead 40-35. Heiser tosses it into Evan Faulkner. Evan across the 10-second line. Evan picks up, keeps the dribble alive. He's behind the shot clock. I can't see him. Mason Morris way outside right side. Burner top of the key. Wyatt, one dribble, gives to Evan. Evan on the drive to the basket, lays it up and in. Evan Faulkner with 16 to lead the Arrows in scoring, 40-37 in favor of O'Gorman. Moffitt across the timeline. Right wing pass to Renshaw. Renshaw picks up his dribble, needs help. Got it to Okoye in the right corner. Okoye fires it left wing to Moffitt. Moffitt on the drive. Kicks it to Renshaw. Top of the key for 3. Rims out. Arrows good block out to get the rebound. Down the left side, Cooper Heiser. Heiser top of the key to Dawson Schmidt. Dawson holds the ball, listens to the coach. Coach tells him what offense to run. Heiser left wing. They're giving him the baseline. Top of the key to Burner. Burner off a high pick. Burner picks up his dribble. Right wing to Mason. Way outside for 3. Got it. Mason Morris hits the 3. Arrows take a timeout. We're tied at 40, under 5 to go. Back in 1 minute.
Happy anniversary. I miss you. I'll see you soon. Happy birthday. And I love you. So the next time you have something to say, We're here for you.
Hi, this is Christine with the Blossom Shop in downtown Watertown. Did you know that we carry more than just flowers? We have all kinds of gifts along with birthday, anniversary, wedding, and other variety of cards. Stop by and smell the flowers. The Blossom Shop in downtown Watertown. And don't forget to check us out on Facebook.
No job is too big or too small for Heilman Homes. Want to build a new home? Want to do some remodeling? Need a deck or an extra garage? Call Heilman Homes at 868-1410. Dale has over 20 years of experience for all types of construction needs. That's Heilman Homes for building, remodeling, and now ready builds too. To help you with all your decorating, they have an interior decorator on staff. Call 868-1410. So the Arrows take their third time out of the ball game. 2 remaining. The Knights have 4 remaining. We're tied at 40 with 4:52 to go in the ball game. Knights will put it in play full length away from their basket. Okoye will do so. Okoye tosses it in to Cartwright. Arrows with some 1-2-2 full court pressure. Okoye against it. Gives it to Moffitt, still in the backcourt, to Cartwright across the timeline. Cartwright jumps it to Okoye, top of the key. Moffitt left baseline to Norton. Norton wanted the baseline drive, not there. Moffitt left wing, right side of the key to Renshaw. Right baseline to Cartwright. Cartwright goes around Mason Morris and is blocked and fouled on the drive by Wyatt Berner. Wyatt gets his second. The Knights will inbound the ball right of their own basket on the baseline. Okoye to do so. Looks in, comes into Cartwright right corner. One dribble, dumps it down right low block to Okoye. Turn around, left-handed jump hook doesn't go. Rebound to Wyatt Berner. Berner gives to Evan Faulkner. Evan across the timeline, tied at 40. Evan on the dribble, left wing to Dawson Schmidt, way outside. Back to Evan, midcourt circle, front court. Evan on the dribble. Keeps that dribble alive. Right wing to Cooper Heiser. Heiser out front to Evan. Shot clock at 15. Arrows trying to shorten this game. Evan Faulkner. Shot clock at 9. People got to move. Evan on the dribble outside. Shot clock at 5, and that's a 5-second violation on the Arrows. Dribbling the ball with the defender within 6 feet of you. Again, every time the Arrows have that opportunity, they make a bad decision or a mistake and turn it over. And the Knights have been able to turn that into points. See if that occurs on this one. Ball tossed into Cartwright. Cartwright will advance it. Defended by Mason Morris. Cartwright on the left wing. Cartwright turns. Top of the key to Norton. Right wing to Moffitt. Wide open 3. Does not go. Rebound to Dawson Schmidt. Now the Arrows got to run some good offense and get a good shot here. Mason Morris in the corner to Faulkner. Didn't pull the trigger. Went down low to Cooper. Back to Evan. Right wing. In the lane it goes to Brandon Smith. Off his fingers and out of bounds as the Arrows turned it over again with a chance to take the lead. 3:28 to go in the game. 40-40 our score. Ball tossed into Cartwright. Cartwright will advance it for the Knights. Cartwright across the timeline with a right-hand dribble. Cartwright gives to Muirhead on the right wing. Looks for Okoye down low. He had sealed Evan. He was open, but Muirhead couldn't get him the ball. Top of the key to Moffitt. Moffitt off an Okoye pick. Drives baseline. Stops. Steps. Little fall away. Good. Cade Moffitt off the bench with 8 points. O'Gorman by 2. Under 3 to go in the game. Evan Faulkner, left wing. Evan way outside left side. He's being defended by a 6'6 player. Again, not doing anything. Right wing to Mason Morris. Arrows got to run some offense. Brandon Smith, top of the key, off a pick. Brandon, left-hand dribble. Gives to Cooper. Cooper on the drive with the left hand. Tossed it up off balance and got it to go. 9 for Cooper. Long pass taken away by Evan Faulkner. Evan turns, takes a timeout. Arrows get the steal. They have the basketball on the long pass. 2:28 to go, tied at 42. We'll come back in 30 seconds. Great buys this week at Hy-Vee in Watertown. Hy-Vee canned corn or green beans, 19 cents, limit 6. Hy-Vee yogurt, 29 cents. Hy-Vee 24-pack purified drinking water, $1.99. Hy-Vee navel oranges, 58 cents a pound. And ground beef, 80-20, 1-pound roll, $1.97.
at Hy-Vee.
Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every eye.
So the Arrows have one timeout remaining now as Evan Faulkner got that steal and then had picked up his dribble and was in a double team and took a good time out there to save that basketball for the Watertown Arrows. 42-42 our score with 2:28 to go in the contest. The Arrows led 16-13 at the end of one. They led 26-19 at the end of two. The Knights came back and led 32-30 after three. And now we're tied at 42-42 with 2:28 to go in the ball game. Arrows will put it in play almost the full length away from their basket. I believe it'll be a step on the right sideline. Nope, they will put him on the baseline, so it'll be the full length away. Full court pressure here by the Knights. Cooper Heiser to put it in play. He grabs the ball. Arrows get it into Evan Faulkner. Evan defended by Okoye. Across the timeline with the dribble. Evan wants to give it to Brandon Smith, but not open. Now gives to Brandon left wing. Back to Evan, top of the key. Almost threw it away. Cooper with a good catch. Cooper bounced it inside and threw it away. Turnover 14 on Watertown. Lead to Okoye, and he'll be fouled by Brandon Smith. Brandon gets his fourth. Okoye will go to the free throw line, and he'll be there for two. 2:06 to go in the ball game. 42-42. That's Brandon's fifth foul. My mistake. Brandon Smith fouls out of the ball game with 5 points. Okoye at the line for two on the north end. First one by the 6'6 senior is up and good. 7 points for Okoye in the ball game. He's got another one coming here. 43-42 O'Gorman. Second one by Okoye is on the way and good. 44-42 Knights, 2 minutes to go in the game. Evan Faulkner way outside right side to Wyatt Berner on the right wing. Berner way outside. Goes top of the key to Heiser, but knocked away from Heiser. Turnover number 15 on the Arrows. Norton on the drive, blocked out of there by Dawson Schmidt. 44-42 in favor of O'Gorman. 1:49 to go in the fourth quarter. The Arrows have turned it over 5 times, and 3 or so of those when they had a chance to take the lead. Timeout on the court taken by O'Gorman. 1:49 to go. Knights by 2. We'll come back in 30 seconds.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan requires more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guide you every step of the way to help you make sure the future you imagine becomes the future you achieve. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Contact Bill Keller in the Watertown office of Northwestern Mutual.
1 minute and 49 seconds remaining in the ball game. 44-42 in favor of O'Gorman. The Knights with the basketball after the timeout. They will inbound right of their own basket on the baseline. Next up for the Arrow boys next Friday night at Harrisburg. O'Gorman will inbound right of their own basket on the baseline. It'll be Okoye to put it in play. Okoye looks in, had Norton on the baseline, didn't get him the ball. Moffitt on the right wing, drives baseline, scoops it up and in. Nice drive by Moffitt. He's got 10 in the game, and the Knights' lead is 4. 46-42, a minute and a half to go. Dawson Schmidt dribbles right wing, goes right corner to Evan Faulkner, out front to Dawson. Dawson gives left wing to Cooper Heiser. Heiser Left baseline to Mason. Mason to Heiser on the left wing. Top of the key, again, a lazy pass. Almost taken away, but the Arrows recover it. The Arrows only have 10 to go. Lob inside for Burner, and the Arrows threw it away again. 6th turnover in the 4th quarter on Watertown. Lob inside to Muirhead, who gets fouled on the play. And Coach Roby wants an intentional foul. The officials talking it over, and they say it will not be an intentional foul. Foul is on Wyatt Burner, his 3rd. To the free throw line goes Hayden Muirhead for a 1-and-1. 1:07 to go, 46-42. Muirhead's free throw is up and good. Front of the rim, back of the rim, and through. Knights' lead is 47-42. Another free throw coming here for Muirhead. Sends that second one up. It rims out over the back on Moffitt, and that's a bad foul by Moffitt, and Coach letting him have it. Coach Roby is. No reason to commit that foul with 1:07 to go and send the Arrows to the free throw line with no time running off the clock. So to the free throw line goes Wyatt Burner, and he'll be there for a 1-and-1. Burner, free throw, 1-and-1. Wyatt, couple of dribbles, spins the ball, sends the free throw up and in. He earns the bonus. 47-43 Knights, 1:07 to go in the game. Wyatt spins the ball, sends the free throw up and nails them both. Arrows with full court pressure. Lob off, hit the side of the bankboard. Picked up by Dawson Schmidt. Arrows have time, they don't have to rush it. Turnover number 11 on the Knights. Evan Faulkner way outside left side on the drive to the glass, draws the foul. That'll go on Cartwright. Evan Faulkner will go to the free throw line. He'll be there for 2 shots. .53 seconds to go in the game. 47-44 in favor of O'Gorman. Free throw for Evan Faulkner is on the way and good. 17 in the game for Evan tonight. 14 last night against Lincoln. Second one coming, sends that one on the way. No good. Rebound tapped by Dawson, but controlled by Muirhead. 2-point O'Gorman lead, under a minute to go. Cartwright, way outside right side, drives towards the basket. Hook pass out front to Norton, drives towards the basket. Threw it away, but Wyatt Burner couldn't get a hold of it. Whistle, timeout taken by the Knights. 36 seconds to go in the game. 19 on the shot clock. O'Gorman 47, Watertown 45. O'Gorman has 2 timeouts remaining. The Arrows have 1 timeout remaining. Ben Renshaw coming into the ball game. (47-45). O'Gorman with 19 seconds on the shot clock. 36 on the game clock. See if they pound the ball inside. Both teams break huddle. The basketball will be tossed in where? On the left sideline, 23 feet above the baseline. Okoye to put the ball in play. Okoye grabs the ball, looks in, throws it back court, knocked away by Evan Faulkner. Out of bounds, last touch by the Arrows. O'Gorman will throw it in 3/4 of the length away from their basket this time. Arrows play man-to-man defense. Okoye to put it in play. Okoye looks in, comes into Renshaw. Renshaw defended by Wyatt Burner. Shot clock at 12. Renshaw dribbles the ball outside. Shot clock at 9. Moffitt way outside left side, drives baseline to the basket, blocked by Dawson Schmidt. Loose ball scrambled for, picked out of there by Okoye. Shot clock violation though, basketball to the Arrows. The ball never hit the rim. Are they going to call it a possession? Shot clock violation, Arrow basketball. Turnover number 12. They could have called it an exchange of possession, but they say the Arrows never had control of the ball. So it was not a change of possession. Instead, it was a block shot. There was a scramble for the ball. Several guys had their hands on it. The shot clock went to 0. The officials are talking it over to see if they will keep it Arrow basketball or change the call. What are they going to do? They're going to say what? They haven't made an indication yet. They're talking to Coach Roby. Nobody had control of the ball, so it'll be Arrow basketball with 16 and a half seconds to go. That's the ruling. That's why there was a shot clock violation, because after the block, nobody had control. Full court pressure by O'Gorman. Timeout taken by O'Gorman. 16 and a half seconds to go. Knights 47, Arrows 45. We'll find out what happens in 30 seconds.
Are you a competitive parent? If so, keep your kids drug and alcohol free. It's a fact. One night of drinking can undo as much as 14 days of athletic training. Student athletes are expected to demonstrate year-round behavior that reflects positively on the individual, the school, and the community. The use of alcohol, tobacco, marijuana, and other drug use is not allowed. Student athletes need the support of parents, community members, teachers, and coaches. Be strong. Be the influence. Keep our youth alcohol and drug free. A message from the Watertown Healthy Youth Coalition and the Watertown Tobacco Free Coalition.
16 and a half seconds to go. Dawson Schmidt had the block of Moffitt's shot. Then there was a scramble for the ball. Looked like the Arrows had it momentarily, but it came loose. Okoye had it. It came loose. And then Okoye controlled it, but by that time the shot clock had run out. The ball had not hit the rim, and that's why they called the shot clock violation. Cooper Heiser to inbound the ball. Full length away from his basket. Full court pressure by the Knights. They want to keep it away from Evan Faulkner. Nobody moves yet. Arrows inbounded to Dawson Schmidt. Dawson down the right side quickly. Timeout taken by Watertown. 11 seconds to go. Arrows used their last timeout. O'Gorman by 2. We'll come back in 30 seconds.
Everyone at the Dairy Queen in Watertown is cheering the Watertown Arrows to a victory. After the game, stop in for one of their famous chicken strip baskets with fries, Texas toast, and country gravy. Don't forget to add a sundae, malt, shake, or blizzard to your meal. During the 212 reconstruction, be sure to use the 8th Avenue FedEx entrance. It's more than just fast food. It's fan food. Good luck to the Watertown Arrows and their game tonight from the Dairy Queen Grill and Chill on Highway 212 Watertown.
DQ. Happy tastes good.
So now the Arrows will play it in on the right sideline, about 25 feet above the basket. They have 11 seconds to try to get off a good shot, emphasizing good shot. They don't really have the size to be able to go inside. So we'll see if they go for a three-pointer or a two-pointer or a drive to the basket. Cooper Heiser will toss it in. Okoye at 6'6" will be over Cooper. First step is to get the ball in bounds. They do so to Evan Faulkner. Hands it off to Dawson Schmidt. Dawson to Cooper, top of the key. 5, Cooper, step back, whoops. Gives it out to Mason Morris, but threw it off Mason's knee and out of bounds with 0.2 of a second to go. The Arrows turn it over for the 7th time in this fourth quarter. Timeout taken by the Knights with 0.2 of a second to go. And O'Gorman is going to win this one tonight, 47-45. The crowd realizing that and putting on their coats and heading home. We'll keep it right here. The Arrows had their chances tonight, but 7 turnovers in the fourth quarter. The difference in the ball game here tonight. That's 7 opportunities that the Arrows threw away. All O'Gorman's got to do is get the ball inbounds. It wouldn't even do the Arrows really any good to foul, because 0.2 of a second, there's nothing you can really do with 0.2 of a second. So Okoye will throw the ball in, and the game will end. Okoye looks in, throws it, tipped, and that's it. Ball game over. Knights win 47-45 here tonight. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back in 3 minutes.
Ramkota Hotel is the perfect hotel to stay at while visiting for conventions and events, and is the only